Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Charlie here with Surplus Systems. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. You're brand new. Make sure to check the comment section down below. I got some resources for you here, all right? But in today's video, I kind of want to just help the new people out, right? I want to help you guys kind of simplify this business a little bit, okay? So I've been having quite a few phone calls with people, and a lot of people are like, I'm just overwhelmed with all the information. I'm overwhelmed where to get started. I'm not sure what to do here. I'm not sure what to do there. I'm not sure where to go. So what I wanted to do is just kind of break the steps down for you from my perspective, okay? My perspective is still going to get you to the end result you want to get to. But my whole goal of this is for you to get into action mode like right away, okay? So what I'm going to show you is not like the logistics as far as like a LLC or getting your website. What I'm going to show you is what you need to do right now to start making things happen, because what you guys need is not more information. You need some execution, okay? So if you're looking for some execution, you could join my community here, Surplus Systems Inner Circle. We do live calls here on a weekly basis, and then any questions you have, you can post them here in the group, and I'll make sure I get those answered for you with live recordings, okay? So look, the very first thing you want to do is pick a market, right? So what I'm going to recommend you not do, don't try to go after like 50 states, okay? Pick one state, and then what I recommend is pick the 5 counties in that state with the highest population, okay? The reason I'm going to tell you this is, look, when I got started in the business, I tried to go into 15 different states, and guess what? I got extremely overwhelmed, and I said, this business doesn't work, and then I threw everything on the back burner, okay? I wish I wouldn't have done that. What I wish I'd done is choose one state, 5 high-populated counties, and then just attack those things, okay? One of my mentors in the surplus fund business, he said, the reason why you want to go after this one state, because once you learn the ins and outs out of that state, it's a lot simpler for you to want to move on to another state, because now you're not overwhelmed trying to keep information, understand how multiple states work where you're still trying to learn the business, all right? One state, 5 counties. That's your market, okay? The next thing I want you to do is start identifying what type of leads you want to go after. Do you want to go after tax overages? If you want to go after tax overages, there's a couple ways you can get leads, okay? You can contact the county, okay? So the tax assessor office or tax collector, you can contact them, see if they can give you a list, okay? The other thing you could do, there's quite a few different list providers out here. Contact those list providers. Some of them like $30 a month. Some are like a couple $100s a month. It doesn't matter. That's how you get tax overage leads, okay? If you want to go about mortgage leads, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to build your own list for one, or what I recommend you do is take a look at a lead provider, right? If you're looking to get mortgage overages and you want to like right away, shoot me an email at charlie@surplussystems.io, and I will hook you up, all right? This is for my new people trying to get in the business, trying to get started. I'm here to hook you up, so email me, all right? Now, the third thing you want to do is once you get your list, okay, there's a couple of things you're going to notice about your list. Sometimes your list have missing information, okay? If you want me to create a video on how to go about finding that missing information, just comment down below, okay? The second thing is this. When you get your list, if you have the person's first name, you have the foreclosed property address, and you have the surplus amount, guess what? That's a green light to start skip tracing, getting phone numbers, email, and start doing your outreach, okay? Do not get overwhelmed trying to get all the data points you need where you don't need those data points. My thought process is, let me get enough data points where I can be successful on a phone call. For me to be successful on a phone call, I just name, foreclosed property address, and the surplus amount. That's it. If I got that information, I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's get to it, all right? Now, a company that I recommend you go and get your skip tracing done is go through a company called Smart Skip. The reason why I say Smart Skip is because they specialize in deep prospecting, which typically means they give you data, not just for the person you're looking for, but everybody else. So that way you can reach out to everybody else, which is going to increase your chances of getting in touch with the right person, which eventually is going to help you close those deals and get in touch with the right people, right? Once you get a claimant on the phone and they say, hey, you know what? I'm ready to do business, okay? But before you do that, when you're talking to these people, number one, be professional. Number two, imagine you're speaking to your mom who went through a foreclosure. If that's the case, you're going to be sweet, you're going to be kind, you're going to be genuine, okay? That's what you need to do on these calls, okay? Second thing is you need to be able to educate these people on the calls. These are not sales calls. These are educational calls. You educate them on what's going on. You educate them on the situation. You educate them on what you can do. You educate them on if they don't move forward, here are the consequences, okay? You're educating them, okay? Once you get someone on the phone and they say, hey, you know what? I'm ready to rock and roll, okay? Here's what you want to do. Now what you want to do is you want to look at getting your agreement signed, okay? The very first agreement you want to get signed is your fee agreement. The fee agreement locks in your percentage, locks in that, hey, you know what? We're doing business together, okay? I'm also going to recommend you get your POA, which is a limited power attorney. But I'm also going to recommend you get that letter of direction, because I've seen situations where you get a POA and you go cash the check and the bank will not allow you to cash that check. If you get a letter of direction, that's pretty much telling the entity that's holding the money, like, hey, make sure you cut this check in my company's name, not the claimant's name. So now I can go to my bank, cash that check, give the claimant their portion, and I keep what's mine, all right? So very, very important, okay? The fee agreement, POA, and letter of direction, highly, highly recommend those 3 documents, okay? There's other documents you need based on the situation, but just to get things up and going, start with those. If you need documentation, shoot me an email, charlie@surplussystems.io. Like I said, I got you. If you need something, I'm here to help you because I want to see you win, all right? You don't got to pay me thousands of dollars. All you got to do is spend the time, shoot me an email, and I'm going to bless you, all right? Now, once you get that information back, you also want to make sure you get the county claimant form. When you get the county claimant form, they pretty much going to tell you in fine print what you need to do in order for that claim to go through. Make sure you follow those directions, all right? Now, once that's done, you submit those documentations. This is very, very important, okay? You want to make sure that you're following up with the entity that's holding money and you're claiming at least once a week, keeping everybody in the loop about what's going on, right? The more you over communicate in this process, the better chance you're going to have of them not ghosting you, okay? Highly, highly recommend communicate. Touch base with them at least once a week, bare minimum, so they in the loop, okay? And then guess what? Once that happens, you just rinse and repeat. You do this process over and over, right? But look, these are basic steps, okay? There are little nuances in between each step, but look, just to get you going, getting your foot moving, you get in action mode, you feeling confident in actually doing the business, I highly, highly recommend going through these 5 basic steps to get you going in the right place. All right. But look, this is Charlie with Surplus Systems. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. I got some resources down in the comment section as well. All right. If you're looking for a CRM along with some private coaching, check out surplussystems.io. You wouldn't be disappointed. Good systems, good automation to help you automate different aspects and processes of your business. All right. But hey, this is Charlie, Coach Brown with Surplus Systems. And guess what? I'm mad.